Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the right hand rule, because in physics 2, we mostly use the right hand rule. Even in physics 1, you talk about the right hand rule many times, right? So the usage of the right hand rule to find the third direction of your two vector multiplication by using cross product. Okay, so we'll say I have a vector A, and that vector A will be the cross product of vector B and C. In this case, we use the right hand rule to find the direction of A vector. Right hand. I'm going to say first right hand rule, because we're going to learn another one later. Right hand rule, or we call it as screwdriver rule. Right. So now we're going to label those vectors to make it easier, right? So this vector, we call it as the, I'm going to say these three vectors. We'll say this is my first vector, this is my second vector, and this is my third vector. So now right hand rule show you the direction of your third vector, right? So we know how to do the cross product by using matrix multiplication. We know how to find the magnitude of the A vector, but the direction also, if you know those vectors in I, J, K, you will be able to find the direction by using those coordinates. But the problem is that finding A vector, if they are not in like your x, y, z coordinates, then you need to find the third vector direction. It will be somewhere else, right? So now to find this, what we're going to do is, we're going to point your fingers. You take your right hand, right? So you're going to point your all these fingers towards your first vector. In this case, my first vector is vector B, right? And then my second vector, I'm going to point out from your palm. So you have a point out from the palm. That will be my second vector. So that means if I keep this way, that means this direction is my B vector, and pointing into this whiteboard, that is my C vector, and then you will see my thumb that is pointing upward direction, that is the direction of A vector, right? So we'll take an example to do that. So we'll say I have right hand, I have vector B in this way, vector B, right? And then we'll say I have vector A in different direction. I'm going to say vector A is vector B, sorry, C, vector C is this way. So now if somebody want to find the direction of vector A, we'll say these two are sitting perpendicular to each other, right? So now I need to find the direction of vector C, right? To do that, again, what is my first vector? It is B. So I point my fingers towards my vector B, right? So now my C direction should be upward, not into the board. In this case, if I keep my hand this way, my vector is pointing, my second vector is pointing into the board, but that is not what I want. I need to point my second vector upward. To do that, I need to rotate my hand and I need to keep it like this, right? That means my C vector is this way. My pointing out vector from the palm will be the direction of C. Then my thumb will be pointing outward from the board. So that will be the direction of your vector A. Okay, so now direction of vector A, I know that it is pointing out in here. So pointing out, we always use the symbol circle with the dot. Okay, that's how you do the right hand rule, the screwdriver rule. Let's take another example. So let's say I have, this is your first example. We'll say I have second example. It will be your vector A is, vector B is pointing upward. We'll say it is little different now. Vector B, I'm going to point upward, right? And then vector C, I'm going to say, okay, my vector C is now to be right in here, vector C, right? So now I need to point my fingers and find the direction of my vector A. To do that, I first try by pointing my fingers towards the B direction, right? But the problem is now my thumb direction is into the board, but that's not what I need. I need to rotate my hand this way. and my vector will be in B direction, and my C vector is pointing out in this way, right? So now where is my thumb direction will be into the board. So now my vector A is pointing into the board. Into the board symbol we do like this, right? So now let's take another example. We'll say I have example number 3. I'm going to do it here. Probably not able to see. Yeah, let's see. I have example number 3 somewhere here, right? And then we'll say my B vector is now pointing this way, B vector. So now I'm going to say, okay, I don't know the C vector direction, but I'm going to put that into the direction outward. So this will be my vector C direction. So now I need to find the vector A direction. So now what you're going to do is you're going to point your fingers towards the vector B first, right? Towards the B will be like this, towards B. But my C vector, it seems into the board. But that's not what I need. What I need is I need to make a C vector outside of the board. That means I need to keep my hand like this. Now check your direction again. My B vector this way, it is correct. And my C vector should be pointing out. So now it is correct. Now my thumb will be pointing upward direction. So now that will be the vector A direction. So this is how we use your right hand rule to find the direction if you have any cross multiplication of two vectors, right? So in example, when you go to the magnetism part, we're going to find the magnetic field direction, magnetic force direction that will be equal to, we have charge Q and velocity V and cross product with B vector. In this case, we definitely need to use the your screwdriver rule, right? And another one we're going to use that your force direction will be equal to I times length of the wire within the magnetic field. So in these two cases, since I have the cross product, I am going to use my right hand rule to find the direction of the force. So you can practice this, and before you come to the class, then we can do some more examples on that.